Right, well then, Gaffer, that was a tough afternoon, but shall we wish the two injured boys the best first?
Yeah, obviously Zabs looks like he's broke his wrist. Just last few minutes left at game there. Wish him well. I'm going to go see him at hospital, and obviously Will Sykes. He come out obviously first 4 or 5 minutes, and got a whack in the eye. It looks like he's got a scratched retina at the minute. It's really bad, really bad. He was shaking coming off. We had to send him straight to hospital. Myself and Crooksy are going to go see him.
And not even a free kick though?
No, they let him play on, and to be fair, they nearly scored. But I asked the referee at half time, who then proceeded to tell me thanks, because I said that it wasn't good enough for player welfare and duty of care for players. And he said thanks, like it's been arrogant. So I said, you can't say thanks as you do, and I didn't give me a yellow card, but I'll pay that, no problem. But
these boys have got to go to work on Monday.
Well, that's it, yeah, and that's it. We wish them well, but we'll go see him now.
Wish them all the best from all of us here.
I will do, Ken. Yeah, but yeah, today's game. What it 7 goals, isn't it? 7-2 game. Probably not. No. Just really weak defensively. From set pieces. Balls are floating. It's a bit of wind. Balls are flying in box. No one going commanding. Runners coming off. Not the first phase, the second phase. But again, I've learned so much again today, and I've just said to the lads there, we had a chat in front of all fans and everyone that come, and there'll be a lot of them not staying with me next season. We just can't comprehend that, and it's not personal against them. There is some good players, but the way we want to be and the way we're shipping goals, and there's a lot of things really, and that can't happen under my watch. I've been biting my lip, for a few months now, and I've put trust in them. We stayed up, thankfully, and that can't happen again. Like I say, I'm building a squad. I've already spoke to players already. I'm building a competitive squad, all being well, to go and be competitive in this league next season. I'm quite embarrassed today, if I'm honest, and they know it. I've told them. It's hard to take that. I know it's last game of the season. I did tell them before game, do not go out there and show myself up or Crooksy, and don't just switch off because the season's done. You've got to go out and do things right. And if you don't do stuff right, it's not on one game. Obviously, there's been 30 odd games this season.
Like you said before, league table don't lie, does it?
League table don't lie, no, Ken. And like I said, today's another. They're not on trial, but we're watching them for next season. Who's going to come back pre-season? Who do we think's got that? Who could move forward with us? Jump on the bus with us. Otherwise, we'll just leave you at bus stop. That's unfortunately how it is. And again, like I said to them, they're not personal. I'll shake everyone's hand. I'll get everyone in a meeting. We'll have separate meetings in coming weeks with each and every player. Tell them what we feel and whether we're going to take them forward or not.
Well, you said a very salient line over there. You said that the best clubs are built on honesty, and that's all we can give really.
That's it, yeah. People got to be honest. Like we've trained twice a week a lot since I've been in, and then we dropped it down to once. And you can see it, lads that have been going out on runs. You can see it, lads that look after themselves and lads that don't. And I know lads who don't look after themselves in football, but can a good centre half or a good mid.
If you're doing it doesn't matter, does it?
Exactly. We can't sell it if you're doing it, but fitness is a big thing of obviously Crooksy's as well. We've been playing at the highest level, so pre-season will be tough. I'm just glad that this season's over now. If I'm honest, it's been a big learning curve for myself. I'll have made mistakes along the way. We all do, and that's what I say to lads all the time. I'm not putting blame on yous. I've put trust in them, and I will have made mistakes. There'll be certain aspects of substitutions. There'll be certain aspects of team selection and team shape. So it's not just on them. But again, like I say, Ken, we can't shoot goals. I thought Tom Algruno were brilliant coming on today.
Well, I'm just going to say, your substitutions actually today.
Yeah,
it was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Tom's done exactly everything we've asked of him today. Yeah. Everything we've been asking for weeks and months. He's got a lot of ability. He's a young lad. He just needs to learn. But he's shown today what he's all about and what I know he's got, especially in training. I've played with so many players who are class in training and don't do it in a game. we just need to try and push Tom onto that next level now.
I mean, he's turned his fullback inside out.
He has, yeah. He's brilliant. He could have had that trick today. He scored 2. He could have had that trick. He put 2 or 3 great crosses in. You know, and like I say, 7-2. It probably could have been 7-5 in it, and with the chances we've had.
We actually did have spells where we were on top, didn't we?
We did, to be honest. I thought their keeper made 2 or 3 massive saves.
Yeah, we did.
2 over the bar. Claude went off at line from a corner down at right hand side. But yeah, I thought, you know, we're an open game on it. It could have been, like I say, it would.
Bit of love for the goalkeepers union. I think Dylan Sefton's come on and, I mean, he's had to pick the ball out of the net 7 times, but he's made some right bloody saves.
No, he has, you know, Dylan. It's a learning curve for Dylan. He's another young lad that's come up from 18s and 23s, and you know, we've given him an opportunity. He's a great lad. Trains well with us. You know, he travels with us all the time. You know, a fantastic lad. And again, I'll get a grip of him now because I don't want it to affect him. That you know, he needs to learn from that. And
I mean, how many of their goals were from rebounds though? There must have been
exactly.
3, maybe 4.
That's the thing, Ken, and that's the thing that I'm going to speak to him about. Is, you know, he's made the first save. He then needs his teammates to dig him out and help him out.
That's right. That's it.
But no, I'd just like to finish. You know,
I mean, that I think was it the last goal, the 6th goal, where he's made 2 decent saves before it's finally dropped to him. You know.
Yeah, obviously last couple of things, but firstly, I'd just like to wish, you know, Lemph and Jono all the best for the future. You know, they've been great servants to this club. I know at Penistone, and in football, you know, in non-league football, they're both great people who I've come across, like I say, for years on end now, coming here to Penistone or them coming to where I've played. So I wish them all the very best for the future, and a big thank you to all our support who come today, and yourself, Ken, everyone at the club. You know, I really do appreciate it. You know, especially when we get results like today. It's, you know, they're hard to take, but I just promise you that we'll build competitive next season. Well, if we don't, my job will be gone, won't it? But you know, I promise you, we'll be out in summer and we'll be building a Tom Claisse team. You know,
I always say, Gaffer, my worst day at football is still better than my best day at work.
Yeah, well, definitely, yeah. But no, thank you to everyone surrounded with club. You know, I'll see a lot of them, obviously up at the club in the next few weeks when we have meetings and stuff. But you know, thank you to everyone, and I wish everyone has a fantastic summer. And we'll see you again come July with some tasty pre-season fixtures.
Oh, can't wait. And as they always say, best cure for this season, next season.
Perfect. Yeah, that's it.
Going up next season.
Thank you very much, Ken.
All right, cheers.
Thanks.